Oh boy. Today is February 9, 2024. 7:30 a.m. and I think it rained last night. I don't know how much, but it rained. Ground's wet. Yeah. I don't think it rained very much, but it rained. Not too cold today. I didn't check the thermometer, but it's probably around 40 degrees right now. So it's, and the forecast shows it's going to be up near 70 today. So that'll be something, wouldn't it? 70 degrees in February. We'll see. We'll see how warm it gets. I'm sure it'll be in the upper 60s for sure. Okay, I gotta walk around and limber up a little bit. Air feels good. Still from the south. Yeah, so that means it's warming. South wind is always a warm wind. Not much light to see by, but and my eyes aren't fully awake either. I have something called mota in my eyes. That's from Bisaya or Visayan. From Cebu. Mota. That's that gunk in your eyes when you wake up. Some people call it crud. Or a little bit of mucus, whatever. Anyway, I gotta get that out of my eye. Anyway, I could see that right there is where the bale is. Or should I say was. There's still a mound of hay there, but I could see they rolled it out past that tree and around past. Okay, the bale was here by this tree, see? That tree, and then they rolled it past that other tree and over. Or out. Okay, well, that's what they do. They like to roll their bales. Okay, I'm gonna walk out to the front. Like I said, I gotta limber up my muscles and joints. There's my cup stiff. But I limber up pretty easy. Okay, let's go to the front. Yeah, you could tell the ground out there was dry before. Now it looks like now the ground looks wet. The road too, and there's water dripping off the roof. Yeah, and there was no frost last night, so it's not the frost, so it rained. I'll go check my rain bucket later. But right now I'm gonna just walk out to the road. So I know it rained. I just don't know how much. I don't think it was a whole lot. I don't think the creek is overflowed. That's it. I just felt the drop, but there's no clouds. There's no clouds enough to rain, so I don't know where probably came off my hair. I got dripped on when I was standing over that way. Yeah. Oh, there's fog in the bottom. Down in the bottom near the creek in the lowland. There's fog way down there. Oh, there's a cat. Yellow cat. It's not my cat. Neighbor's cat. Yeah. Check it out, my burning. Yeah. I'm glad I did it before rain. Yeah, that made it burn better because it was dry. Yeah. All I can do now is come through here and cut some of this stuff out. Cut it out low next to the ground. Yeah, I can do that. I'm in no hurry though, but Probably won't do it today. The ground's still wet and I'll get all dirty. But it ain't going anywhere. Yeah, I can see the fog down there. I can see the ground's wet. So it feels like spring. It's not March 21st yet, it's only February 9, 2024. So still got over I guess about a month. Yeah, maybe about a month. Got about a month before spring starts, but yeah, we got a good start today. It's gonna be nice today. It's gonna be nice. Okay, let me go back in the house and get ready for the day. Check with you later. Yeah, if it would have rained a lot, there'd be mud puddles, big mud puddles there and there. At least it always was before when it rains a lot, so it didn't rain that much. Okay, time to go in. Yeah, it's cleaned up pretty good. Fire does a pretty good job of cleaning the brush up like this. Okay, I'm headed back in the house. Well, I guess it didn't rain very much because there's no rain, there's no water in my bucket over there. And there's my rain bucket, and there's no water. I got a dry throat. I gotta get something to drink, water or juice. Dryness in my throat. Okay, let me go get ready to do something today. Don't know what yet. I'll do something later. Oh, that's right. It's 49 degrees, almost 50. It's 7:30. It's a little past 7:30 now. About 7:40 maybe. 7:50. Getting closer to 8 now. Anyway, it was a warmer morning this morning. Yeah. Anyway, that's where we're at today. It's supposed to warm up to around near 70, so let's get ready for that. Well, today's still February 9, 2024, and I'm gonna be going out to the big pasture today, and since today's a nice day, it's probably around 60 right now. Sun feels warm on my back. Just a t-shirt and my cargo shorts. I'm good to go. Feeling good today. But I need to unload some of this stuff because I won't need it out where I'm going. I'll need my chainsaw and my chainsaw stuff, and I won't need the sprayer, and I won't need the jug over there. I'll keep my chair just in case. Probably don't need that either, but I'm gonna change out that pitchfork for a smaller one, and then I'll grab a few more items before I go out. Well, if I'm lucky, a chainsaw will work today better than it did before, but as long as I can get it going and cut. I just got one big log to cut up and a small log or tree, what are you going to call it? I fell on my barbed wire fence, so I gotta get it off today, get the fence working again. And I also brought my sledgehammer and a metal chisel. Actually, I got this chisel from the farm a long time ago when I moved here. Yeah, I think that belonged to my dad. when I first moved here, I was cutting firewood, so I needed something to help split my wood. I got one of those like a axe maul. It's like a sledgehammer on one end and like a chisel on the. I think it's called a wedge. Yeah, wedge. But I got one of those other ones for splitting lumber, splitting logs. But I don't know what I did with it. Seriously, I got it somewhere. I just haven't used it in so long. But I use a sledgehammer now and then. Anyway, let's head on out to the pasture and see what I can get done out there on that, cutting that tree off the fence. Okay, let's go. Well, I'm ready to head up to the pasture. Oh, over that way somewhere. And there is where that tree fell on the fence on top of the hill. Well, as you can see, they graded this road. Yeah, I graded it yesterday. And first pass they came down here, they went this way, raked the rocks from here, or bladed the rocks from here to the center. And then on the way back, on this side, they graded the rocks from this side, and they graded it to the center. And then when it got up to the end again, or at least to my to the blacktop oiled road, I call it. Then he went backwards and used his blade backwards across the center to level it out. Yeah, it looks pretty good for now. We got rock all over the center of the road now. I think they do this in spring because as spring approaches, we'll get more and more rain. I hope we'll get some more rain, and then then the traffic will press the rocks down into the softer soil, the wet soil. Anyway, let's head back. Let's head up to the top. Okay, let's go. We have to get a view from this corner, from this angle. That's where I just pulled in, going that way. And then that's the road that was graded both sides. This side first, then that side, and then they graded the middle back. We're going backwards. That's township. Township does that. Okay, let's go. Now let's go up to the top. Well, I checked that fence. It's working. Not working as good as the fence by the road, but it's working. I think last time I checked it, I thought it was grounded somewhere. Probably on the north side, east and north side. It's grounded someplace where I got it jumped from this. I had this fence here jumped to the other fence that doesn't have a good charger on it. But today's sunny, so maybe that charger's working better today. I'll check. Okay, and I'm ready to head up, drive up. But while I'm here, I'm gonna check the creek. Wind's still from the south today, blowing in from this direction. It's not too bad. It's enough to keep me cool. Oh look, I can see the water flowing through there. The water's flowing out. That's good. Water's clear. Come summertime though, this will be pretty murky, because they'll start standing it when it gets hot. They'll start standing in here to cool off, and they'll crap in it and pollute it. But that's just, at least I have some place to cool off. And then when I go to this side on my neighbors, yeah, it's clear here too. Yeah, it's clear. Plenty of water in there. There's a nice flowing stream there. That looks nice. At least there's no debris piled up yet. Give us a good spring rain, and it'll fill up with trash. Okay, well I'm headed up there now. somewhere up in there. I can't even see where I'm pointing. There's the post. Yeah, right up in there. That's where I'm headed, up that way. But I've got to go around. Drive up my road, and work my way up to the top. It's behind the corral. Well, I'm gonna be headed up there. But before I do that, I gotta go turn the fence off. I gotta unhook it over there and turn it off over there. But once I get done with the tree, cut the tree out the fence over here, I gotta go down in the corner and reconnect it, fix the fence and reconnect it. Then I can go back over there and turn it back on. But right now, I'm at the top of the pasture road, and I'm gonna head over to the east fence and turn it off. I just wanted a view from the top of the rock pile. King of the hill. Okay, let's go. So what did I feed him? I fed him Wednesday. Today's Friday, 2 days ago. I fed him 2 days ago, and that's the bale they rolled the first day. When I put him out here, he rolled that bale from there. He rolled it that way on the bull. He rolled it that way. Then I came with my tractor and butted up against it, and then I pushed it back. And I guess he didn't roll it any farther. But he rolled the other. Well, at least he rolled one of them way over there where the bull is. He's eating on that. He rolled that one of them bales over down that way, and the other cattle are under the trees. Oh, let me go down there and go down that way and turn the fence off. Okay, let's head that way. Yeah, the bull rolled this bale from here down to where he is. Well, that's what he does. He likes to do that. They got happiness, rolling bales. Cattle are just lounging in the forest there. Nothing new. I think they're all here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's one behind that cow. There's one laying down behind that cow there. And then there's one there, so that's 8. Yeah, there's all 8 here. Okay. Okay. I gotta head over to that corner to unhook it. And then I gotta turn the charger off. I don't know, it's somewhere over there. Okay. I'll check to see if it's working first. I'm on the other end now. They're over the cattle are over there. And I'm headed to there, over that bottom of that post. I'm gonna disconnect the fence and check both sides. That side is the one that's hot. And when I unhook that down there at the bottom of that post, I can't even see the post. Anyway, that's my camera. Then I'll check this fence, see if it's working. But either way, I'm going to disconnect it there, and then I'm going to disconnect it there, or turn that off, just to make sure I don't get shocked when I rehook the fence down there after I cut the tree off the other fence. Yeah, that's where I got it jumped, from that hot fence to there to make that one run, because charger there don't work on cloudy days. Well, there's my neighbor where that green shed is. Yeah, he raises a lot of cattle, a whole lot. And then he raises lots and lots of alfalfa. He sells, I guess he sells that, but whatever he don't sell, he feeds to his cattle. So he's got a good big cattle operation there. Not like mine. I'm just a hobby. Just a hobby for me, I guess. Okay. Yeah, you can see his black cows. He's got mostly Angus and white face. Okay, let's go. Well, with that fence disconnected from this fence works better. It's got more power to it. And that fence has nothing. That fence has nothing, even with the charger on, but I turned it off anyway, just in case because I want to be working on it. And before I rehook it, after I get the tree off the fence and fix the fence down there, I'm gonna have to walk the rest of that woods there and see if I can find it. I think it's grounded somewhere, I don't know where, but I'll have to make it a little bit better before I hook. Maybe I'll hook this up again to recharge it. Okay, let's head down there and get to work on the tree. That's what I came out here to do anyway. Well, I'm gonna be working back there, down that hill there, on that fence in the background. So I'm gonna open that gate and I'm gonna try to back in my back of my truck at least to get through the gate there, so I can have closer access to my tools. Okay, let's do that. There's not much space between that gate and that T-post, but I'll try to squeeze the back end in anyway. See what I can do there. That's what I was worried about. They saw my white truck come down here. I think I'm going to give him corn. There's a bully over there. He come around the backside. And Mama cow. They're always. Oh, she's got a big belly. She's really pregnant. Either that or she's bloated. My God, I never saw that big before. Yeah. Hope they didn't bloat on that hay. There comes Bully. I better back in there before they get past my gate. I don't want them back there. Barely made it on this side. Well, on the gate side. But I got the back end through. I barely made it on that side too. But I can walk through on the passenger side and close that other red gate. Yeah, I barely made that. I'm being blocked by the bull. Okay, I gotta get out of here, boy. You'll have to move. Come on. Everybody else is out of my way. Yeah. Go ahead. Go on. Go on. There you go. Good boy. Keep going. That's good. Good cows. Good bully. No, we're not shipping anybody. Yeah, but y'all had to come see what's going on, huh? Actually, you came here you thought I was going to give you corn again. Yeah, she's got a big belly too. I'm sure. Oh, wait a minute, she's a cow. This is the heifer that I was hoping that will have a calf. She's got a big belly. I hope that big belly ain't just from bloat. I hope that there's a calf inside. Okay, well, I better get some work done today. Sorry, Bully, no corn today. Okay, well, by the way, that's my other gap right there. But I can go through here and then close that gate so they won't come in and bother me. Oh, there's the bull. They're all gonna be watching me while I'm down there. I'm gonna be down there working. And they're all gonna watch me, I guess. Yeah. That's okay. I'll have to come back and get some insulators once I get the log cut off. But let's get the tree cut off first. Get it off the fence. That's my main goal here. Okay, let's go. I was able to close that red gate so they can't come in and bother me. And they can't get through on this side either. And they won't cross that. But what I got to do today is cut this off. I think the first thing I'll do is cut that small one. Cut that small one off. And then after I get that one sawed off, then I can work on this big one. Figure out how to do it. I want to work safe. I don't want to get scratched up by that barbed wire. So I'll have to figure out how to keep the wire from breaking and the barbed wire to scratch me. But anyway, I got my work cut out for me this time. Sorry, Bully. If I would have thought about it, I might have brought you some corn. I just didn't think about it. Okay, that's... let me start the work. Oh, they're all coming in now. Sorry, I forgot all about you guys. Sorry. Well, I didn't really need you in the corral, so I didn't think about getting any corn. And I didn't think about treating you either. That's the way it goes. Out of sight, out of mind. But I was thinking about your fence. Okay, let's get it going. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is going to tighten that chain up again, and then I'm going to sharpen the chain with my new file, and then make sure there's gas and oil, a bar chain oil, before I start. I'm not even going to start it until I get everything else ready. So, mama cow and her 2 babies. That's her oldest calf from 2022, and that's a bull calf from 2023. They're all posing for me. Yeah, that's a heifer. She's only about a year. I guess she'll be 2 years old this spring sometime, and he'll be a year old sometime in the spring. Yeah, that's right. 2 years. Right now she's a yearling. She'll be 2 years in the spring. She's kind of small, but her mama's kind of small too. And, but they all got black noses. That's what I like. They're half Highland, but they got black noses, which I like. Okay, all right, back to work. Well, it's still February 9, 2024. It's just past 12 noon. And of course, I'm losing my sun. It's overcast now. That cow's got a big belly. I'm gonna keep an eye on them. I'm gonna have calves soon, maybe. Anyway, I'm starting to lose my sun. Getting overcast and feels cooler now. It was warm before when the sun was shining good. But anyway, I gotta start cutting down there. Okay, I'm gonna try to start this and then I'll do some cutting. Well, I didn't start the saw yet, but I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna cut this small stuff out of the way, get that small stuff out of the way, and then I'm gonna cut that little one off because it's not holding the fence down. The big one is. I'm gonna cut it back, a ways back, so it won't bother me again. And then I'll take a chance of shutting the chainsaw off to clear everything away, and then I'll concentrate on that big log. I'm going to cut the back side first, or the outside of the fence first. Okay, that's cut. I got the chainsaw running just like before. Put it in choke, hook the master switch and choke all the way to the bottom. Pulled the cord a couple times, although it always wants to pull back hard when I pull the cord out. Anyway, after it felt like it almost started, I put it in start, and I pulled it a couple times and it started, and then I pushed it all the way up to past, pushed it all the way to the top and past the shutoff point, and then it kept running. If I leave it and run, it'll shut off after a few seconds it shuts off by itself. I don't know if it's not getting enough gas or something, so I have to push it all the way up to past the shut off button, and then it runs. I'm starting to think there's something wrong in the what do you call that, where it speeds it up, the little lever there underneath the handle, toggle. I forgot the name now. Anyway, where it controls the speed, makes it go faster. Anyway, there might be a problem in there. Maybe it slipped a notch or something. Anyway, I got it cleared, and since I had it running, I cut this little tree up that was on top. There's the butt end of it. The rest of it's up here. I just put it here out of the way. And since I had it running, I went ahead and crossed the fence with the chainsaw running. Well, I had put it on the stump. Actually, put it on the ground. Put it on the ground. Crawled over the fence carefully, and then I got my chainsaw on the other side, and I made 2 cuts there. One against near the fence, and another one further out. And then I rolled that one. Where'd that one roll to? I forgot where it rolled to. Oh, I think it rolled down there. Yeah, that's the one I cut out. That was up here. That one was up here. The one I cut 2 notches there too. I cut a notch on the other side of the fence because there's a little fence there. It's a dummy. It's not on. It wasn't on, but it was just enough to, in case they get through here, they have something to show them there's a fence there. But anyway, that was on the ground, so I wanted to get it back up where it belonged. So I cut it. I cut once, and then I cut further up, and that's that one way down there. It rolled all the way down. But that one there came from up here. That came from up here. And then I cut this in 2 pieces. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, and what was between the second cut, the cut here, the second cut, between there and the other cut up there, that was that log. So I rolled it out of the way. And I got that fence tied back up. I just need 3 insulators. One, there's 2 more down there. There's 2, one down the hill. Insulators are broke and that tree fell on it. So all I can do now is roll them 2 out of the way. I'll try. I don't know how I'm going to get them. I'll have to roll them under the fence. But anyway, I'm going to roll them out of the way. Oh, maybe I'll pick them up and throw them up here. Yeah. Oh shoot! I had the chainsaw running. I've been meaning to cut that one. It's not in my way, so except for walking. But I wanted to at least cut it off at the fence, and maybe twice just to get it out of the way. Maybe I'll try starting that chainsaw again and get that cut. But first I'm going to move these 2 logs. Okay. Alright, at least that's part done. Now all I can do is get the logs out of the way, cut that log out of the way, and then I can put my fence back up. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3 posts, 4 posts with broken insulators, broken black insulators for the barbed wire. And then it looks like the yellow insulators are still good. So, well, no, there's one broken one back there. I hope I got enough yellow ones. I'll see. If not, I can go back to the house, get some more. Okay, I'm just glad I got it done. Hard part's done, just putting the fence back up now. Okay, let me see if I can get that saw started again and cut that one off before I forget. Since I had to start the chainsaw anyway to cut that one up there on that way, I decided to go ahead and cut that one and that big one, which is rotten most of the way through, and that little one. And since I was here, I decided to check this portion of the fence in the grounds. I went all the way down there to the creek bed, and it's all okay. So after I get done fixing the fence that I cut the log off of, I'll go ahead and walk all that there up to the corner or to the other connection to see if it find any grounds along there. But for now, just catching my breath and gonna move these logs out of the way. I'll just roll them out. Oh, one thing I hate or dislike anyway is working on the side of a hill. That's the hardest thing to do. Oh, I hate the side of the hill. I can't get my footing. I'm fighting every step I take. Anyway, especially up there by that wooden post. It was so slippery. I kept sliding down to the hill, probably from that dirt that I dug out of the hole. And it was muddy. It rained last night, so that's probably why it's muddy. Anyway, let's get back to my job here. Yeah, cut this. I left this one the other day, last time. It fell down. No, I had it cut. I had it cut there, that's right. But I didn't cut this part because I needed a chainsaw for that big of a. But I'm going to keep that. Make a nice walking staff. I don't know what kind of wood that is, but trees only get this big. That's as big as they get, and the wood is hard. The wood is very hard. And that log is rotten. Roll that out. It'll probably break up when I roll it. And there's an ash tree there, I think. That's pretty solid, but I'm not going to keep it. I just roll them out of the way too. Same thing as the one on top of the hill up there. Right there. I'll roll that out of the way too. Okay, let's get the logs rolled and then I can work on the fence. Oh, finally got the wood out of the way. Or should I say the fallen tree out of the way. Now I'm ready to put some insulators on. I replaced 3 yellow insulators along that fence. I call that a dummy fence because there's no cattle in this section anyway. They can't get in there. But I just haven't left that fence up anyway. But I replaced 1 insulator, yellow one over there. The rest are still good. But the black ones I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 black insulators to change. Yeah. And I got to straighten that one. I'll straighten up a couple of these posts before I do that. I got to straighten up and drive them in a little more. There I got a sledgehammer. Okay, let's go. Well, I straightened the post up a little bit and drove them in a little farther. Make them more steady. Now to reattach the insulators and wire. I got the fence back up, but I'm not done yet because that's my slang for because even though the fallen tree didn't break the wire, it stretched it. So now I have to go down here and untie the wires from the insulators and retie them, take the slack out. I gotta take the slack out of that wire. That's how much it stretched. I got it pretty much tight the rest of the way, but I gotta take the slack out of here. Okay, well, I got all the trees cut here. Got that one cut out. Cut up that one a little. That wasn't on the way, but I cut that big one. But I only rolled it because it was rotten. I'll roll it again later if I ever need to go down there. But at least I can walk through there now without stepping over too much stuff. Anyway, let's straighten this out. Throw a log down there because I keep slipping on that hill. It's too slick. I gotta put some log down there. We're gonna throw that one and that one in there. And this one, yeah, I'll put these 3 down in there. Give me something to step on instead of sliding all over the place. I can hardly stand up down there. Okay, let me fix that. There's some log down there in that slippery slope. Well, at least now I got a firm platform to work on or stand on while I work on them. I got to untie those and then tie them back. Tighten them up, then tie them, retie them. Okay, let's keep going. I took the slack out of the wires, and the rest of it's okay up here. I still got to check the fence from that branch down there in the bottom all the way up to the other end, around to the other connection. But before I do that, I got to get up this hill. I got to walk up this hill. Let me try that. Yeah, I came down here to get a full view of the fence all the way up. Okay, anyways, I got to go up. I got to go walk all the way down, check that fence all the way down to the gate to make sure it's still in good condition or still hooked up right. Okay, let's go do that. Looks good from up here. Fence is fixed, trees off the fence, and that one post is still a bit high, but it's okay. The cows probably will hardly ever go back in here, so I'm going to keep that gate closed. I'll let them in here if the weeds start growing up too big. Yeah, I'll do just to keep it cleaned up. But anyway, let's go check the rest of that fence. Well, the fence is good all the way up to this corner here. I got to go through that gate and walk all the way down around that other fence, and it ends down there on this side of the gate. So I'll go ahead and do that. Looks like everybody's relaxing here. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another white one somewhere. It might be. Oh no, it's behind that. It's behind there. Behind that brown calf. It's laying down. The other white calf there. So they're all here. They're all here. Nobody's missing. Anyway, I got work to do. Phone's low battery already. Let me plug in my spare battery, and then I'll go check that rest of that fence from here all the way down to there. Here's a view I don't see very often. Yeah, in the summertime this is all full of leaves. I can't hardly see nothing down there, but now I can see this little pond here where the old creek used to be. The old creek used to go from, let's say, from there. That's where the bridge is. There's the bridge, and the creek used to go swirl around here, pick a big thing, and then come this way, swirl around there, and then come along the bottom of this hill, and then went out that way to connect to the creek again. So I had all this dug out. I had that dug out, and I had all this is from here, from the creek to there, it was all trees, so I had it all pushed out. Had all the trees pushed out and buried them somewhere in here. I don't know where I buried them, but I buried them. I think I buried most of them where the old creek used to be. Yeah, where the old creek used to be, right through here. That's where I buried them, I think, or had them buried. Yeah, that's why it's higher here. There's a hump right there. Yeah, that's what I did. I remember now. Anyway, now I can drive in and go up my road. Anyway, I don't get a chance to see this like this. Usually the leaves are in my way. I can't hardly see nothing down there. But in wintertime, without the leaves, looks nice. Nice view. It's almost 2 p.m. and cloudy. Sun's hardly visible anymore. And I gotta check all the way down there. So let's get that done. And then all I gotta do is go back down there, rehook the fence. Oh no, I gotta check the fence in the woods yet. Yeah, I think there's a ground in there somewhere. Okay, this fence wasn't even hooked up, so I don't think the problem's here, but I'm checking it anyway just to be sure. This one's good. Oh, so far so good. I think I mentioned this in another video somewhere, but after I bought this property here, it's 20 acres, and was fixing it up, cutting trees and all that kind of stuff. And I was feeding hay here too. I used to feed square bales up in here. I had stacked on that side of the fence, beyond those trees, on the other side of those trees, from there to where the fence takes a turn. And you can see the black plastic that's left over from when I used to have them covered up. When I used to bale square bales, after we bought this ground, I would feed, and we put cattle here around 1990, I think, or after, yeah, sometime after 1990, because I remember still baling hay up here, and I baled hay down in the bottom once, but then I decided to put cattle here. But anyway, I had square bales stacked there. I would feed them over the fence. Yeah, I remember doing that, and that's where a hay bale was, down in that hill down there, and my wife was on that bush hog, a tractor and bush hog, and she decided to, or maybe she didn't see it, I don't know, but she ran over the bale, and the bush hog hit the bale, and boom, broke. But I should have warned her. Anyway, what I was saying is, this used to be I called it Camp David. We had a little camp. I had benches set. You could still see some posts. There's one of the posts. Had a wooden benches around it. Yeah, we had a little shelter here where we could put a sleeping bag and sleep there. We did that a couple times when the weather was good in the summer. Yeah. I think that's why that tree is all marked up there. We must have carved it in. Yeah, well, I remember. And I had all kinds of firewood stacked up here. Yeah, I enjoyed coming up here having a campfire, especially at night. It was nice at night, in the evening. Yeah, nobody bother us. Anyway, that's an old fire insert for my dad in his fireplace. Well, they don't have a fireplace anymore at my mom and dad's house, so they tore the chimney down too, or at least on the outside. And I got either dad got a different one or he threw that away, so I brought it here. Worked good. Had little glass doors on it. That's pretty cool. I use that for my fire. Anyway, that was ancient history. Let's get back to this job. There's a branch on there. I'll pull that off, but everything else looks good. I need to cut some of these cedars all the way from the fence, but they don't look too bad. I'll just walk down there and make sure. Yeah, I remember this big tree here because it's got 3 trunks on it. It's pretty cool. It's just sitting up here on this hill here. Cows like to lay around it. It's hard to mow though, because I can't mow around it because the tree limbs are interfering with my tractor. So I don't come back in here. But I never cut it down because I liked it. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. One thing was right next to our campsite. Yeah, that big tree. Yeah, 3 trunks. Yeah, nice. Big tree. There's the campsite over there. Up there. Camera don't point right. I'm pointing it in the camera, but in my eye, I'm pointing to that tree. Oh, the air's a little cold. Anyway, let's get back to work. There's cattle. I did portrait this time because of that tall tree. Maybe just get a better view. Okay, let me head on down there, and then once I get down to that, I'll go load up my truck and head down the other end and check the fence in the woods, and north fence in the trees. Okay, let's go. Well, this fence is okay. I won't worry about when I hook it back up. Cattle are relaxing up there. I'm going to go back in the same way because I don't want to bother them. Because I'll be bothering them when I leave. Right now they're nice and relaxed. Well, some of them are sleeping, some of them just relaxing. Yeah, nice day to do that. It might be overcast, but it's not, it's kind of warm. I'm sweating under my shirt. But the wind, cool wind, keeps cooling me off. Okay, let's get back to work. I'll be good back up in there, close it, go through that gate and close it, and pick up my tools and take off to the other end. Oh, I picked up everything. I hooked it up back there again, down the hill. And now I gotta close this gate before they get back there. Cattle are so nosy. They want to see what's going on. As soon as I close it, she had to go find out if she can get in. Yeah. At least I'm done. Done with that wood tree cutting project. Everybody's looking good. Yeah. I'm gonna try to drive along the fence there, so I don't bother them too much. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm ready to go. Okay, let's go home. Go home. Let's go turn the fence back on. Oh wait, I gotta check the north fence in the woods yet. That's right, I forgot. Well, I drove along that fence there from the other post, the other side of the pasture there. Checked all that fence from the truck. All looked pretty good. And I parked the truck there because I can't drive down. But I found where it might be grounded. Although, the last time I checked this fence to this point, because I checked it once before and it wasn't working too good, and I just didn't feel like I wasn't dressed for checking the rest of that fence. But today I am. But this tree wasn't down then. Fell off that tree there. So I can cut that off pretty easy. Yeah. I don't even need my chainsaw. But hopefully the insulator's still good. So let me fix that. Insulators look like they're still intact. I'll just cut these limbs off of here and be done with it. Looks like there's one big limb there, but broke off. Looks like these two big limbs are draped across that. Don't know where they came from. They must have come from up there too. I know that big one came from there. The other ones must have come from higher up. Or they broke off somewhere on this. I must drag some of them away before I need to cut. I was dragging that limb away. I had a hard time because looks like I was dragging both limbs. I drug that one too. At the same time I carried that one. And then that one got drug along with it. Or that one got drug along with it. No wonder it was so hard. Now I gotta drag this one down out of the way. Well, after that I don't need much. That was easy to drag out. Okay, let's drag this one. I gotta drag that one out of the way yet. I got them two limbs drug out of the way. I didn't have to cut nothing there. Let me go back up here. That was a struggle. Pick up my saw. I may not have to cut nothing. I'll just drag that down the hill. Throw them over that way. And yeah, this will be back to normal. I guess I won't need a saw on this. I gotta catch my breath though. That's hard work. Let me drag that one out of the way. Well, I got that cleaned up and I didn't have to use my saw. my handsaw. Now I gotta collect some insulators. I gotta get some in case I find any broken ones down farther. The limbs are on the fence. I guess it could have grounded it a little bit, but I don't think that was much of a ground. But we'll see when I get it all done. And I check the rest, see what I find down there. This is about the halfway mark, and I didn't find no grounds yet. So let me just keep on going down to the end. Well, it looks good all the way down to that branch down there. I already checked it from the branch up the hill. I checked it on top when I was cutting those logs off. Logs up. Anyway, I'm at this big tree. This big split tree here. And I just came from that halfway mark post over there. So let's keep going. Cattle are up there now, and over there too. Let's head on down there and see what else I can find. So far I didn't find nothing. No ground so far. Checked up there when I was up there, and this is the only other thing I found. Everything else is good. Everything else is good, except right here. There's a limb touching the fence and touching the ground, so that could be it. And I don't know about this, but that one's touching the ground, so let me take them off. Got them cleaned off, and the rest looks okay. Let me go back to the truck and then hook up the fence again. See what I find. See if I fixed anything. Oh, I see some cattle up there on top of the hill eating that rolled bale. There's the 3 bales I set up for feeding next week, and there's all my other hay that I had baled last year, 2023. That's all from 2023. Okay, let's go walk back to the truck. I'm gonna take the lowland because I don't like walking on the side of that hill. There's the truck. It's hard to walk. Okay, let me just concentrate on walking now. Well, I made it back to the truck. Cattle are over here getting a drink, I guess. I'm tuckered out. I could just drive up there and jump the fence again. Not jump the fence, but rehook the fence and see if it's working okay. Because I'm about running out of things to check. Okay. I didn't see nothing except for that tree that I cleaned up and those little pretty branches down by the in the low spot. Okay, let's go check it or rehook it. Catch my breath first. While I'm here, I wanted to check this side of the pond, see if they've been drinking here. Look, somebody tried to climb up there when it was muddy. Almost got stuck. Anyway, yeah, they're drinking water out of there. I can see all the footprints along there too, and along there, and probably on the other side of that hump. I might check it, I might not. Anyway, they got plenty of good places to drink, like they got over there. See the little bully? He walked right in and he's drinking there. The others are drinking on that side. There's a good spot right there. Yeah, there's no obstructions that I can see. Okay, let's get the rest done. I decided to walk from the truck over to the end where I connect the fence. I don't like driving. Hey, there's a cattle. While I'm walking, I'm checking the rest of this thing. Here's my little gate that I put in. That's just in case somebody gets out. One of the cattle get out somewhere, and I need a place for them to go back in, and this is a good spot. But mostly, I put that there in case a tree falls and I need to get on the other side of the fence, and I can't cross the barbed wire, so I can go through that gate to get on the other side. That's the main reason. And now I'm going to walk the rest of that all the way over there. Rehook it, check it. Oh, that reminds me, I didn't bring my tester with me, so I got to go back to the truck anyway. Get my tester. Okay, let's do that. I didn't think I had any fish in here. There's a little baby fish. Look at that. I don't know where they came from. I know I didn't put no fish in here. Yeah, there's some small ones in there. How about that? Maybe somebody else put them in, because I don't remember. I don't remember putting any fish in here, unless my wife did. She's like catching those fish in the creek, and she might have done that. She might have put them in here. Hey guys, how you doing? When did that tree fall down? I used to have a fence tied to that tree. See that yellow thing next to that calf there? That's like this here. I had a fence tied around it, and it went all the way across the pond after I built it. But I guess I remember taking the wire out. Here's part of it. Yeah, I had a wire stretched across there, but I think that tree must have fallen down a long time ago. I kind of remember it now. That's why I took this wire down here, so the cattle wouldn't get tangled in it. But it's interesting that there's fish in here. But those are just small ones. Okay, let me continue my trek to the corner up there. Or not corner, but the end, where I gotta hook the fence back up. Okay, let's do that. There's fish in here too. The little bitty ones. I scared them all away already. But they're still making little ring waves in the pond. See? As they eat something on top. Oh, that's the sun. Well, it's a little less cloudy than it was before. There's the cattle just relaxing. Okay, back to my work, checking the fence as I walk to the rehooking point. That's where I'm headed. I'm walking all the way up to the, I don't know, somewhere up there. Probably can't see the post, but I can see it. It's a wooden post. Cattle are still hanging out here. And I walked from there along the edge of the pond here, sort of. And now I gotta walk all the way up there. When I get done, though, if that's working, then all I can do is walk back to the truck the other way instead of coming back through here. Well, I checked this fence again, make sure it was working good. It's working good there. Then when I hooked the wire to the other fence, it's just not good, working as good. Either one. Now they're both. This one's dragging the fence down. This fence here, but I couldn't find nothing wrong except what I fixed. I couldn't find no insulators off, broken insulators, anything like that. Well, I'll go to the other end, make sure I got it hooked up right down there. I want to make sure it's working too, over by the gate. Okay, but it's working. It's just not as good as I'd like it to be working. Anyway, let me walk back to the truck. Yeah, I can see my truck in the video. That's where I got to walk to. Well, it's after 3 p.m. now. Still February 9th, 2024. Bully's relaxing on that pile of hay there. He's nice and comfortable. And the other two of them are eating over there on that rolled out bale. Yeah, okay. Let's finish this job and check the fence on the other end, and we'll see if I can go home. If I wouldn't keep stopping to record a video, I'd be done by now. Yeah. Oh well, that's my fun in my old age, making videos. Something to do. I always had to laugh at my dad when I was young. Not so much when I was young, but after I got older. Dad would always, he'd see us sitting around in the house, or early in the morning he'd wake us up and says, let's go out and look for something to do. Look for something to do. I guess I'm kind of like that now. I'm looking for something to do too. I guess I'll take after my dad now. It's always, I had to laugh though in my later, especially when I came back from the Navy, he did that. He says, I got something to do, I'm doing it now, I'm doing nothing. He didn't like that answer. Doing nothing is not something. Alright, that was his famous saying. Let's go outside and look for something to do. And he did. And he drug us with him. Well, at least he drugged me with him. My 4 other brothers, they weren't so interested in doing as much. Okay, but that's another story. At least we made firewood together. Dad had his big, he had his, what was it? I think it was a Case tractor. I'm not sure anymore, I forget. I forget what kind of tractor it was, but anyway, he had a buzzsaw on the front end, you know, belt driven, you know, big old buzzsaw, you know, big old blade, you know, round blade. You know, it was pretty dangerous, but we'd cut pole wood, you know, like these poles here. We would cut pole wood, you know, certain sizes, not too big, just big enough to carry. Then we haul them back on a wagon, and then we would throw them on that buzzsaw, one on each end, and then we would cut them up into pieces. Yeah, that was pretty nice. Yeah, same on his chainsaw. Okay, let me get back to work. Looks like the little fish are like to hang out on the edge here. I scared them all away already, but they like to hang out on the edge. Let's see if I can see some here. Yeah, see them? See them? There they go. Yeah, they're little bitty, little small. See what we got here. I don't see any. Yeah, there's one. Yeah. There's my overflow. So the pond's full, more or less. Okay, I'm back at the truck. Okay, let's hit to the gate and check the fence, see if it's working on that side. I just stop and record old Bully taking a break. He's a good old boy. I think he was born in 2015, but I could be wrong. I think it was 2015. I looked it up one time. Pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure. Let me think. I can't remember. But I think that's about right. 2015. Ugh. Stop here to. Looks like the rest of the calves are coming back. Yeah. Yeah. That's a heifer. That's a. I forget the age. That's her second calf. That is her second calf. And then that is her third calf. And that is her fourth calf. And those two white calves, the first one and then the first heifer and then a bull, that is from that cow, and that cow is the brown cow, the one behind the red one, her first calf. So they're all from the same family. The only one that's different is Bully. He's still related though. On his, he's related, well, yeah, he's mostly related on his highland side, highland half. But his, yeah, he gave all these calves his Italian white breeds too. So they're just a mixture. I guess you could call that a composite. Well, I just checked the electric on this end of the fence. It goes all the way back to there, and then all the way back through the woods, all the way back to the east side, and it's connected over there in the corner, not the corner, but on that side of the trees, and then that's hooked there, and then but it's working the same as it does over there. Yeah, it's working as good. But when the north side is unhooked, the south side is working better. So there's still some kind of a drain from this fence on it. Not much, but just enough to make it a little bit weaker. I got to figure out what that is. Oh, I couldn't find any more grounds anywhere. So maybe it's just too much wire for it to charge enough. Maybe I got too much wire on that one charger. Let's walk over here before the cows. I gotta get out before the cows decide to come over here again. I checked the fence all the way from the other side where it's supposed to end. And I checked it all the way here, and then I checked it all the way up here. I checked everywhere there's a connection to an insulator. And that one there, that was always off before anyway. I had that disconnected until when the tree fell on it. I had that part disconnected, so that wasn't an issue before when it wasn't working as good. And now it's still not working as good. So, but it's the same amount of not working as good. If you know what I mean. But anyway, that's all I can do. At least I got some electric in it. Okay, let's go back up to the truck and go home. Well, I'm done up here. There's all my hay from last year, but plenty left over. Only got but less than 3 months left, so I got plenty of hay. Oh, and at least that fence is working now. I got that tree cut off of it that was laying down over there. I got that cut off, and everybody's content now. Fence ain't working as good as I want it to, but it's working, so I'm happy with that. Okay, all right, I'm gonna go back to the house now. Yeah, I'm ready to leave. Okay, well, I guess I'll end it here, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. I finished. Oh, look at those starlings come flying by. Hey, look at that long line of them. Oh boy, I recorded at the right time. Look at that. There you go. There's a big group back there. Oh, they're still going. Anyway, there's some more. There's some more. Can't hardly see them now. But they're there. Yeah, now they're coming closer to me now. They're thinned out a little bit. There they are. See? Line's still going though. They're flying over me now. Guess they're gone. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I finished what I needed to do today. Cut that tree up. Fixed the fence. It's working. The fence is working. It's not as good as I would hope it be. But that's better than nothing. I'll have to recheck that fence that's not working too good some other day. Anyway, it's about 4 p.m. There's some more. Getting ready to roost, I guess, somewhere. Anyway, 4 p.m. and finished my job today. And I'm right back where I started from when I left this morning. I'm sitting in front of my truck, in my little chair. And there's my kitty. One of them's going to jump on me. Okay, well, I'm going to call it a day. Go in, catch my breath, and time to eat. Okay, that's all for today. Catch you on the next one. Bye.